Hello, I'm Daphne De Leon from Cengage Learning Asia, Philippines. Today, I will share you the value of MindUp and how it connects the students and instructors digitally. MindUp, a tap away to success.
My biggest struggle is time management. I work and go to school, and there are days
I have a
when
son,
I-
and balancing being a mom and studying is crazy some days.
Being a graduate student, working full time, family and personal lives all kind of colliding together and having to be.
It's easy to get distracted from the basic information that you need to learn.
And you're expected to know all of it for a test that only tests you on maybe a quarter of it.
A lot of students these days study on the go, so if I'm on BART, I have an hour to kill. I would like to just pull out an iPad or a phone.
When I found I could listen to my ebook in MindTap while I was making dinner, it was huge for me.
I know at all times where I stand with MindTap.
Out comes the mobile app at like any time, and I can get a few flashcards in.
I need to study, so having tools that go with me that I can just pull up and read when I want really helps me own it.
And then I open MindTap and I see the green dots, and I know that I'm doing it, that I can do this.
I can succeed.
MindTap is an all-in-one stop for students.
The whole package.
Everything online,
Housed in one place.
MindTap is
convenient,
Can access any time of day.
a lot of resources.
and I can learn when it's convenient for me.
It's a click of a button away.
Cengage's tech support with MindTap has been so good.
Fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Cengage is very connected to its clientele.
Such a phenomenal part of what makes MindTap such a good product.
I don't have to worry about carrying 100 pounds of books everywhere I go.
I enjoy the flexibility of MindTap.
My assignment whenever, however I want.
Put my personality, my imprint on it.
It's enabled us to bring in websites, to bring in YouTube videos. Student performance has definitely been enhanced.
And I have the freedom to do it whenever I want.
With MindTap, I aced U.S. history.
MindTap helped me improve my grades.
That's really helped with my confidence.
The study time was much less stressful.
Feel like my students are confident learners. It helped me to gain confidence in everything, really.
MindTap has definitely made me a more successful student.
And now, I would like to present to you the MindUp and its features. So MindUp is a solutions that will give you a flexibility, confidence, and it's your partner. Flexibility and just one top you and the students could easily connect. So it gives you a control to your course completely. So let's say you are handling a 5 courses, so you would be able to create it in your MindTap account. So get complete control of your course to add any open educational resources, reorder textbook and chapters, add your own notes, embed content, and more. Plus, when you adjust your course materials in MindTap, your improvements are instantly reflected in your student's version. You could also accelerate prep and grading. So, for you to cut down on course prep with MindTap Reloaded, organize course materials, interactive multimedia assignments, quizzes, and more empower you to teach more efficiently, then skip the grading scramble with a single gradebook for each student that syncs with any LMS, including Blackboard, Canvas, D2L, and Moodle. You could also create a personal learning experience. Build stronger connections with you and your students. So personalize your course to their needs, offer them notes within their text, and communicate with them directly, all without ever leaving MindTap. So make MindTap your own. Based on our study, students are 70% more likely to use MindTap for at least 1 hour per week. So, well, if the learning path is customized. You could also Build confidence for you and to your students. Empower your students to take on the world through content that drives higher level of learning. So you could also capture their attention and cultivate success. So create a learning environment where all learners thrive. So take advantage of the video, audio, and interactive media and more. So to engage your students, power them with improve their outcomes. So in MindUp, you could also pinpoint students who need you most. Well, instantly, you could identify and communicate with struggling students and the topic troubling your entire class. So you have 12 distinct metrics that will give you actionable insights into student engagement, helping you accelerate the program. So gear up for ultimate success. Students could also track their scores and stay motivated toward their goals, whether they have to work to do or ahead of curve. So they'll know where they need to focus their effort, and the mind of Green Dot will charge their confidence along the way. The Cengage mobile app provides convenience to the students. So, using the free Cengage mobile app, students can access their full course ebooks on their smartphones. So, they just have to bring their phones and then they could easily access or take notes, highlight notes, cue phrases, and have the text read out loud to them. So, prepare for class with flashcards, quizzing, and gradebook. So, boost students' confidence with course-specific quizzes and flashcards. Students can use to study for exams. Use the gradebook to view overall course grades by activity or category, as well as student engagement data. Well, increase in class engagement and take attendance. Using the free Cengage mobile app, find out who is present in the class or attendance feature while also enabling geolocation to reduce cheating, and also professor could create a poll to fuel student interaction and increase a class engagement. So let's say for example, what is the capital of Australia? So we could make a poll like Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, or Perth. And then professor would be able to see who are those students who have a correct answer and students with the wrong answers. And for checking up attendance could be timer, let's say for 5 minutes, and who's late and who are present in the class. So, well, empower your students to take on the world through content that drives higher level of learning. So, based on our study, students who spend at least 3 hours in MindTop each week are more likely to twice to succeed, so to get 90% or above on their assignment. So, we are your partner. We won't let technology get in your way. So, count on continuous improvement because whether it's a platform, stability, or performance, we work relentlessly to improve your experience and help you propel your students forward. And we're transparent about what we're improving. So, a team to support you, we will provide you a training, tools and resources, first day of classes, technical support Asia. So no matter what you need or when you need it, you have a team that will support you. We, the Cengage, will always be here to provide you what you need. So let's discover MindUp. So now, I'll be teaching you to access your MindUp online in real time. So you just have to log in with your SSO account, professor's account. So for now, I'll be using my account. So you just have to log in. Here. So you could create courses, let's say if you only have one course, you could create course. But then if you have like 5 sections, you have to create course masters and sections. So now, just for a sample, I already have created one. So you just have to click this. And then you will be directly landing to your MindTap dashboard. your professor's account. So with your MindTop dashboard, you would be able to do things like settings, and then settings of assignments for the students, and then access to the grades. So the question is that, how would you be able to engage your students to your MindTop? I mean, to be able to them to go back and read and open the app. So for me, there are just three things based on our study. So first, you have to create assignments or deploy assignments to them. So they would open their MindTop frequently, and then second, for them to be more engaged with MindTop, they have to take advantage the video and the audios, because there are a lot of things that they could learn into it. Because just unlike with the typical book, they just have to read it, but then in the MindTop, it's a very interactive ebook that would help them to further understand each topic, because the experience is very important, and it would help them to hone, to be good in this subject. So the third one is that to make them more engaged is they have to track their grades, because in MindTop, students would be able to access their grades, just like what I discussed earlier. So now I will show you how to create an assignment. So for the professor to be able to deploy an assignment, they just have to click this check mark. So if not, they would not be able to deploy assignment to these students. So let's say, for example, we want to deploy chapter 1. So just click the chapters that you would like to deploy. So here, I've already set chapter 1 earlier as an example. So let's try other examples. Let's say for chapter 2. So I already have created it. So let's take a look for chapter 3. So let's say for chapter 3, so we want to deploy chapter 3 quiz to your students. So just have to click edit, and then click the available date. So let's say 23, 8 a.m. available. Always be reminded that the GMT for the Philippines is +8. Should always be correct, because if not, student would not be able to see the deployed assignment. So also for the due date, so let's say for 26 and 11 p.m. GMT +8. So just click done. So one important thing is the edit options. So to prevent cheating, all the settings can be done here with the edit options. So here we could set the number of attempts, the number of hours the students would take the exam. So let's say takes allowed, we could take up to 10 or unlimited. So let's say take 1. So let's say for 60 minutes or 1 hour. And also passable score, let's say 10. So scoring one multiple times, we could use the best one or the last one. And then numerical tolerance, so exact number is correct. Okay, so we could also regenerate algorithmic questions, so we use for each student on the first day. So it can be check my work, can be unlimited, or never show feedback. So to avoid cheating, we could put never show feedback, so they won't pass the correct answer to their classmates. So for the hints, we could also no hints. And the most important thing is also shuffle questions for each student's intake. With this, we would give the random questions to the students, so they would avoid cheating. So just click this, and then just click done. Here. Sorry, just have to refresh maybe because the internet is kind of slow. So we set it here, then here, then the 6:11 p.m. Okay. So edit options. Okay, so we'll just review the, okay, so correct. So we already have set this earlier. Okay, so it's already correct, so just click 23, 8 a.m. So just click that, sometimes because of the internet, it's not easy to save. So we'll just click 26 and then done, then save. So we set for chapter 3. So here now, so time limit settings are all done, and then available date is 23, and then due date is 26. Okay, GMT plus 8. So just like what I told you is that we have different videos and cases the students that could explore for them to be more engaged with the subject. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, so the good thing with the video is that there's a context video on this side. It's a sample scenario, but then the students could also play the video. So it could help them to imagine the real scenario happening in a real world.
Is there anything more American than hamburgers? You can buy a hamburger at any restaurant or fast food joint in
also
town.
help them to further understand the topic. There are some also questions here that would guide them to be more to enhance their vocabulary, and then to have to get more understanding about the topic. So you just have to click the submit for them to be scored. Okay, so now we also have the applications here on the side that would help the students to easily take the ebook, or for them to easily understand it. So this can be an easy tool or guide for them to take notes, and also for the dictionary, and then for the glossary. Okay, so most important thing are the this. For the lazy students, they could also use this audio read speaker.
In part 1, you will learn that consumer behavior involves much more than purchasing products. In addition,
they could also adjust the setting to slow, medium, and then fast, very fast. And also check if male, female, or Australian. Could also add this as bookmark, or increase the size, or medium, or small. So students will also have the access to the full book, and also the professor. So professor and the student could also have the study hub. So with study hub, it's going to be a reviewer for the ebook. So it's their guide to further keep the records of what's important per chapter. So they could also take notes for yellow, blue, or orange. So they could also put a bookmarks like what I bookmarked earlier. So this one. So for the chapters that I bookmark. Also, we have the grading. So for the grading, so you just have to open the gradebook. Students and professor would have an access with this, but the professor is the only one who could make a settings, like export it to Excel. So with the Excel file, professors can have a row or percentage score. So now I don't have a sample, but then we could view a sample report here, where the professor and the student would be able to see this mark, like green shows symbolizes excellent, and then orange shows average, and then red needs improvement. So okay, so I've already shown you and had a tour with the MindTap, and thank you for the time. And if no more questions,